Hello everyone. So in today's session, we will discuss about modules and packages, and secondly, regex expression. Okay, so today is your last class, and by today we will complete the entire Python core. So in this session, we will continue with the modules and packages first, and secondly, regex, or we can say regular expressions. Okay, now what are modules and packages? See, modules are Python code, or we can say like a Python set of code you can include in your program that are known as modules. Okay, so here we can write modules are the Python which is pre-written. Okay, so these are modules. Modules are like Python code which are pre-written by any developer or any coder. And so that we can implement that particular set of codes in our program. Okay, for example, datetime module, random module, etc. So these are all modules. And what are packages? Packages are like collection of modules. Okay, so here we have packages, which is collection of modules. And modules are just a piece of file. Okay, like for example, if I have hello.py, so this is my Python file. Inside this Python file, I can implement anything. Okay, let's say I can implement a calculator. Okay, like I can write a code of a calculator. Now anyone can use that particular code in their program. Okay, let's say if you want to add something, multiply something, so you can use my hello.py, my file, and you can access my functions, my variables, my classes, my objects from my file into your file without writing the entire piece of code. Okay, so modules are just they are like piece of file. Okay, and collection of files, or we can say collection of modules, are known as packages. So here we have two types of again modules. Here we have built-in modules, and second, we can create our own modules. Okay, for example, in the built-in we have random module, we have datetime module, we have OS module, we have platform module, etc. Like we have many modules. And second, we can create our own modules, which is user-defined modules. Okay, so we will see both how we can create modules, how we can import, and how we can use Python modules. Okay, now how to import module? So you can simply use import and name of your module you want to import. Let's say random. Okay. Also, we will discuss some important modules in this session. So yeah. So here, let's say now here I want to use random module. Okay, so here I will import random. Random is like name of my module. Basically, random.py is a file somewhere in your system. Okay, and this file is like pre-installed when you install your Python. So it comes pre-installed. Okay, so you are accessing random.py file which is in your system. So modules are just a piece of file. Okay. So now how we can use random? Random is like for like choosing any random number, random element, random character, random integer, random float, numbers, etc. Okay, so how we can use? Let's say we have num equal random dot rand, let's say int. Okay, now here you can see random is your file. So whenever you want to access any module, okay, let's say I want to access this rand int is like a function inside my random file. So whenever you want to access any function, any method or any class or object within your file, within your module file, then first you have to mention your module name here, random. Second, you have to mention what kind of function or which class or element you want to access. So this is my name of my file. Secondly, I want to access this particular function within this file, random file. And let's say here I can mention, let me mention random here first. Okay. Now here I can print number. Now this random dot random means this random is your name of your file and this random is your function name. So this will uh, display floating numbers like random floating numbers like float numbers. Okay, so here you can see. Now here we have this 0.003. So this will provide you number between 1 to 0. Okay. Now if you run this again, so this will each time when you run, this will provide you different number. And if you run again 0.244. Okay. Now same as we can use second function here, let's say num2 here. And here now we can mention random name of your file. Okay, means name of your module. Secondly, what kind of function you want to access. Let's say I want to access rand int here. Okay, and here you can provide your range. Let's say 1 to 10 here. And then you can simply print number 2 as well. Okay, so if I run this, now this will provide you integer numbers only. So here we have 2. If you run it, 10, and then again 10, and then you run again 3, and so on. Okay, so this is like a format, or we can say a universal format of using modules in your Python. Okay, simply import your random or your module. Secondly, if you want to access any function from your module, first name of your module, which is random here as it is. Secondly, what kind of function of which classes you want to access from your random module. Okay, so this is how we use random module. Also, we can use random choice here. Okay, like here we can use it. Let me comment. So here we can use num1 equal. So again, we have one more function, which is random dot range here. And here we can provide range 100, let's say, and then we can print number 1. So this will provide you number between range from 1 to 100. Okay, 1 to 100 or any range you can provide here. So this will like keep on picking the random numbers. Same as here, you can even select random elements. For example, here let's say I have uh, let's say string. Okay, let's say a equal f3. So here we can use print random dot random choice. Okay, or simple choice. Yeah, and then here you can mention your a. So this will pick like random characters from your apple, from your string. Okay, like here we have p here. Second we have again p. Okay, then we have a here and so on. Same as you can provide in place of this string, you can provide a list here. For example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 list of numbers, list of like you can provide any list which contains string or numbers, etc. And save it and then run it. So this will pick up any random element from your from this set of list. Okay, from this particular list. Same as you can mention here dictionaries, you can put here tuples and so on. Okay, so this is how we can simply use the random module or any other module. Okay, the format is the same. Then secondly, how we can create our own modules. Like for example, I want to create my module, then how we can create it. So let's say I am creating a new file here. Let's say file name is my underscore module dot py. So change the extension. So this is name of my file. So I can open it inside my VS Code. Now this is my file. Okay. Now how I can use it? So let's say I'm creating a like a simple function here. Def fun c here. Okay. And here I can print hello world. Okay. So this is function defining. I am defining a function. So this is my module. Now I am not calling this function inside this file. I will call this function inside my first file, my hello.py file. How? Basically means I want to access this particular function which is in my this file, which is my module.py, and I want to access this function inside my hello.py file. So how I can access? Simply I can import my module underscore module. Okay, so this is I'm importing. Then after importing, you can simply use my module dot your function name func. Okay, yeah, name of my file is okay. Now here we can simply run this program. I think we have some error. Yeah, hello world. Okay, now why do we have this underline, yeah, like yellow underline? Because it is not a predefined function, or it is not a a Python building function, or not a universal function. Okay, like this is a function or this is a file I have created by myself. That is why we have this yellow line here. Otherwise, everything is good here. We have imported my module. My module is like name of my file, my module. Okay, my module.py. Then from my module, I am importing function, which is I'm using this function here. Okay, first you have to mention your module name, your file name, and then your function or whatever the element you want to access. For example, in this file, I have let's say a dictionary underscore one. Okay, let's say any dictionary. Let's say I can mention name here, sure, comma. I can mention age here and 12. Okay, now let's say I want to access this age from this particular file. Okay, means I want to access this age from this particular dictionary and from this particular file, which is a module. So how I can access? Simply we are importing. Okay, import my module, and then here you can use print first name of your module, my module, dot your dictionary name, dictionary underscore one, and then your key name, which is age. And if I run this, you can notice 12 here. Okay, we have this error. Is it dictionary underscore one? Okay, we have to mention square brackets here, not curly braces, not parentheses. Okay, now here you can see we have 12 here. So from this module, which is my file, I am accessing dictionary, which is my this dictionary, and from inside this dictionary, I am accessing my age. Age is a key. That is why we have used square brackets here. Okay, same as again, if I create a class or a function, let's say another function, dev function second, and let's say if I take two values here, a and b, this will return u a plus b. Okay, a simple function. Now let's say I want to access this function. Now this is function defining. We are not using this function in this particular file. Okay, now let's say if I want to use this function, then I can simply use here, I can write here print your module name, which is my module, then name of your function, which is function second. And then it will take two values, which is a and b. So let's say 7 comma 5, like this one. And now you can run this. So 7 plus 5, we have 12 here. Okay, so this is how we can simply create a module. So it is like an example, a very simple example. Now you can create your own module. You can put anything in this file. Okay, you can put any piece of code, any program, any set of problem. Okay, like of course solution to problem, and then you can just you are just providing a basic structure. Okay, like a whole structure for your problem. Now, how we can use this structure? We can simply import a module and then we can use. Now here we are keep on writing my module everywhere. So this is like a big name. If you want to write a alias, which is you can use s here, let's say mm. Now this is like a short form mm of my module name here. And this is known as is known as alias. Okay, my module is my name of your file. And here I'm just cutting this my module and providing a nickname, which is mm. Okay, now every time I want to use my module, I will use here. Okay, like here, same as, like you can provide any name here, alias, it's up to you. and same as I can provide here. Okay, so this will run like this. So MM is like a short form of your big module name. Okay, so you can provide it. It's your choice. If you want to provide a nickname, you can provide. For example, you can even provide for import random as RD. You can provide any nickname to any kind of module. Now, every time you want to use your random, you will use RD here in place of random. Okay, like it is like a short form of writing your module's name, because every time you want to access any file, sorry, any function, anything from your module, you have to mention full name. So that is why we have this alias, which is like a short form of your module name. Okay, so you can also use this alias. Is it clear? Any questions? Basically, if you're this file, which is my module, and this hello.py, if they are all not on the same path, then what you can do, you can put this file in your main directory where all these modules are installed. Okay, let me show you that path. I think that would be in your C drive, C and Python. Like for example, I have this path here, which is C. Inside my C, I have this Python 3.12, and then I have this scripts. Inside this scripts folder, I have scripts. Okay, like I have this. Now these are all modules here. NLTK is a module, and this Streamlit is a module, and etc. This word cloud is a module. So these are modules here. So if if your module file is not in the same directory, then what you can do, you can move your file in your C drive. Okay, where all your scripts are located. That you can find with the help of run keyword. Okay, you can find it. Otherwise, yeah, this is like a way, because whenever you are keeping your file, which is from my module, in your main directory where all your scripts are located, then your environment variables will identify my module. Like your Python interpreter will pick your my module from that directory. Okay, so if you want to make this you want to use it every time, then you can put this inside of Python scripts, like where all these other scripts are located. Because here we have this random. Now if I search here, random.py file, um, .py. Okay, we have this file. Now you can see location here. It is inside your C users and this one location. Okay, inside my NumPy folder here. So this one is a file. Okay, like I have many like modules here. That is why random.py is like multiple files here. Like inside my NumPy also, inside my Python also. So it depends. Okay, for example, this file, this is inside my this is inside my NumPy folder, and this is inside my all are inside my NumPy folder. Now this is inside my library folders. Okay, so you can keep your files, your module files, like in that location where all your files are located. And now here you can see random.py. It is like a source code of a random file. Here you are accessing this module random. Now from where you are accessing? From this file random.py. Okay, like we have many functions here, many like you can see we have many functions and so on. Okay, for example, you can see we have this random choice here, which we were using. We have this rand int here, which we are using, also random and so on. So we are accessing these like functions from this random file. Okay, same as we have this module. Okay, any questions? No, no, no. These are come pre-installed with your Python. Like whenever you install your Python, they are inbuilt. Like random, we have OS, we have. Give me a second. Yeah, so they are like comes pre-installed with your Python. If you want to check how many modules are there in your system, then you can simply you can do the research. Okay, for example, if you want to use uh you want to generate random numbers, then you can search on Google, like how to generate random numbers or random modules for of Python. So you can research on that cases, because we have thousands of modules, and it is not necessary to know the name of each and every module. So that is why what you can do, you can simply search, you can do research. Okay, for example, if you want to take a screenshot of your screen automatically, then you can search that how to take a screenshot with the help of Python. Then you will get the Py screenshot as a module there, and then you can use it. Okay, so some modules are pre-installed, some you have to install it. So how to install your modules? So for installing modules, we use pip installer. Pip is a Python package manager. Okay, it is like a Python manager which is used for managing the packages. Like if you want to install packages, you can use pip. If you want to uninstall packages, you can use pip. If you want to check how many packages or modules are there, you can use pip. Okay, so it is like a Python package manager. If both files are in different location, then you can put your module file in that location. Sorry, there's a connection. Yeah, what I was saying, that if you want to use, like if you want to call your functions or you want to use a module which is in a different location, then put this file, which is your main module file, in that location where all your Python scripts are located. Okay, like where random, OS, platform, all these libraries are located. Then you can put your file in that location. So the Python will pick your module file, which is my module, from that location only. Okay. Now, how to check how many packages are there in your system? So you can simply use CMD. Okay, you can open it, and there you can use pip freeze. Enter. So pip freeze will show you how many packages are there in your machine. Okay, so I have these packages in my machine. So you can use pip freeze. Also, it will show the version of each and every packages. Now, how to install the packages? So for installing packages, you can again use CMD. You can open it and try to open your CMD as administrator. Okay, CMD and run as administrator. And here you can simply use pip install your package name. For example, I want to use NumPy or Pandas. So I can use Pandas. Okay, so this will install your Pandas package. And for the uninstallation, you can simply use pip uninstall your Pandas. Okay, or your whatever packages. Okay, so for installing, uninstalling, or checking the list of your packages, you can simply use pip here. Okay, now then we can use one more module, which is known as platform. Okay, we have used random. Then we have platform module. Platform will show you what kind of platform you are using, like Windows or Linux or etc. So it is simple. So what we can do, we can simply import platform. Okay, and then simply we can use this one, print platform.systems. So this will show you what kind of platform you are using. Here I'm using Windows. If you are using Linux, then it will show you Linux or Mac OS. Okay. Then apart from this platform module, we can use multiple modules. Like we can use math module, we can use OS module. Okay. With the help of OS module, you can perform many operations with your operating system. So next we have this OS module. It is also important. So how we can import OS? Again, it is pre-installed. You have to use import OS. That's it. Okay, now let's say I want to create any folder. So I can use os.mkdir and then name of your folder. Let's say the name of my folder is anything hello, simple, or hello underscore folder. Okay, now this file, which is hello.py, this file is on my desktop. here. Okay, here. So I will create the folder here only. So if I run this code, you will notice a folder here. Okay, which is, you can see somewhere here. Yeah, you can see hello folder here. Okay, if you want to create in any other location, then you can simply mention your location here. Like you can mention C here if you want to create a folder in the C directory or any other location. Okay, now let's see if you want to change your directory. Then you can simply use, in place of mkdir, you can use chdir, which is change directory. Now here you are making like communication with your operating system with the help of Python. You're not manually creating any folder or doing operation. You are using Python for doing your operation. Okay, with your operating system. So that is like a three-way communication. You are saying with the Python. Python is like performing your operation with the help of OS. Okay. So here, if you want to change directory, then you have to mention your name of your folder. So let's say I want to change to this location. Okay, this is my name of my directory. So if I run this, now if I check where am I, which is os dot get cwd, which is my current location, current working directory. And if I print this particular location, then you will notice we are inside hello folder, which is this one. Okay, so this is my location. I'm inside users, my location, and then my on and desktop, and inside desktop I am inside hello folder. Okay, so we can change directory, we can print our location, we can create files, we can create folders. It is same as your Linux command. If you know how to operate Linux, so these commands are same. Okay, if you want to remove any file, then you can simply use rmdir, like any directory. You can use rmdir like os dot rmdir, and then uh, name of your folder, like hello folder or anything. Okay. So again, you can rename file, like we have like the entire like functions with the OS. If you want to check, then you can search for OS module in Python. Okay, here you can see always check the official documentation. Like now here we can see we have these functions. This is for changing directory. This is for getting, this is for running your files. And then this is for uh, get CWD, okay, your current location, for file name, for path, and so on. Okay, this is for getting your environment variables and so on. Okay, this is for getting your ID, okay, like your user ID and so on. Okay, so like we have many functions. So OS is like an important module of your Python. Then we have math module. And before math module, we have some math functions which we can use without importing math module. For example, let's say we can x equal. Let's say we want to find minimum number in this 5, 10, and 15. Let's say we have this y equal max number, which is 5, 10, and 15. Then we can simply print x comma y. So here we have this 5 and 15 here. So minimum number is 5 and max is 15. That is okay. But here we are using math operations like mathematical or math functions without importing math. Okay, because these are like pre-built function in Python. So basically some of the modules, like some of functions we can use without importing the actual module. Okay, for example, let's say if I want to print math.py. Okay, if I want to know the pi value, then for this I have to import math here. So here I can import math. Okay, if I run this, you will get your pi value, which is like okay, okay, like math.py without parentheses. Then same as you can use power off, you can use seal, you can use floor. Like again, we have many functions of this math module. Okay. If you want to check again, you can use your Python documentation. Okay, like here we have this seal here. For rounding off, we have this one comb here. We have this sign here, Fabc and so on, factorial, floor, and so on. So it depends on you and it depends on a use case, like whichever function you want to use. Okay. Any question up to here? Then one more important module is datetime module. Okay, we can import datetime. Datetime, math, and this OS and this platform and this random. These are important modules. Yes, please.
Ma'am, I have a question regarding the same Python thing. How exactly we can implement in cybersecurity, computer networks, or system administration? Like I'm understanding the context. Like we have some functions, predefined modules that we can import inside.
Okay, have you attend the first session of this Python series?
Yeah, exactly. I did that.
Okay, okay. So, in that I told you that we have two types of Python, Python core and Python advanced. So, Python core covers the basics of Python. Python advanced cover your domain.
Okay. So currently we are still covering that Python core or
Yeah, we are
Python
on
advanced.
Yeah, we are on Python core, and Python advanced depends on your what where you want to implement Python. For example, if you want to implement Python in cybersecurity, then you will use that libraries, you will learn that modules which will be helpful in that cybersecurity. For example, we have request, and even depends on what kind of operation you want to perform in this cybersecurity. For example, information gathering, scanning, or attacking, or you want to create any malware. So it depends on a totally on a use case. So Python Advanced depends on where you are implementing your Python, what kind of problem you are solving. Okay. And basically we are in Python core.
Okay, ma'am.
Is it
Thank you.
clear?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
If you want to implement like your Python or in cybersecurity or in networking, then you can first frame your problem. Like what kind of problem you want to solve with this Python. Okay, like for example, you want to automate something, you want to create any other tool for cybersecurity or for networking. So first you can frame your problem and then divide your problem into multiple tasks here. For example, I want to create a malware which will capture the keystrokes of the user. So I will divide the problem into multiple parts. I will search. Basically, I will research like which Python library or do we have any Python library which will use for capturing the keystrokes, which is keyboard, whatever the user is typing, how we can capture that. And secondly, I want to mail that particular keystrokes on my mail ID. So this is my second task. So now, secondly, I will research like how I can mail using Python, how we can use SMTP server using Python, and so on. So it depends on a use case. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, now next is we import datetime. So datetime is mainly for like performing the operation with the datetime. So datetime is also very important library if you are dealing with the time module or date module in your Python. Okay, so how we can use simply, we can use x equal. Again, we have to call your name, which is date time here. Name of your module. Then what kind of operation you want to perform. Let's say I want to print date time of now. And then I can print x. Okay, so this is time of now. Same as you can also mention your own time. Okay, like you can also create your own object. For example, instead of this now, you can also mention your date. For example, 2025 month 17 date here. So this will print this date exactly. Okay, this. And again, you can mention your time here, 12 or any format of time like hour, minute, and seconds. So you can create your own date time object. Secondly, we can also fetch elements from your date time. For example, if I use dot now, and if I remove this one, so here we have this print x. So this will print me your year, your month, your date, your hour, minute, and seconds, and this milliseconds. Now let's say I want to fetch year from this date time. So I can use y dot year. So this will uh, We don't need to use parentheses. So this will fetch me year, which is 2024. Then again, let's say I want to fetch something else. Let's say your month. Then here I can use staff time. Let's say percentage B. I think B for your month. Yeah, month name, which is March. Okay, let's say if we use A. So this is for the syntax error. Yeah, this is for day here. Okay, what day is it? Is Friday. So let me show the sheet of this date time. So okay, so these types of operation you can perform with the date time. Okay, like here we have this A for the weekday for short version, A for the like for the full version of your weekday. Then we have this in the number, then we have day of month, month name short version, month name full version, and so on. So you can use these directive for fetching your details from your datetime module or datetime object. Okay, so I will share this file in the group so that you can check it. Even I have taken this whole sheet from the documentation only. So you can also check out documentation of datetime. Okay. Now, any questions from modules and packages? Any question? Because we have completed this modules and packages. Rest, we have many modules which you can research it by yourself because it is not possible to like discuss each and every module. We have discussed some important modules like this daytime and this math and random and platform and this OS. Okay, these are like important ones. And rest, if you want to create your own module, then you can also create your own modules. So, any questions? Okay, now we can move to rejects. Okay, so let me open that file. Rejects are a bit complicated, like a bit complex topic. So please pay your attention. Okay, now what is the purpose of rejects? Rejects, or we can say regular expression, it is like a sequence of characters where we are finding something, or we are like we have this sequence of character to form a particular pattern. And out of that pattern, we are finding something. We can find something in a book, in a paragraph, in a piece of sentence. That is rejects. So if you want to find any character, you have to put your that pattern, and then you can find it by with the help of that rejects. Okay. So that pattern which I am talking about, that is a bit complicated. Okay, you have to create your own pattern for finding. Now, how to create? So here we have some functions in regex. First, we have this find all, search, split, and serve. Find all will find your all your matches. Search will search for that specific uh, like we can say pattern or word. Split is like used for splitting like your string into a list. Then we have sub for replacing your characters that we will see. Then we have meta characters here. In the meta characters, we have this square brackets. Like here, you can mention what you are searching for, or out of which you are searching for. Let's say you are searching within A to Z characters, A to M. You are searching 0 to 9 numbers or whatever. You can mention here. Then we have this slash. This is a dot here, which is any character except new line. And this sign is for start with. This dollar sign for ending with, and so on. And this star for 0 or more occurrence, and this plus for 1 or more occurrence. Okay, that we will see. Then we have this meta characters. Then we have this special sequences. We also use these sequences. Now, for example, here you can see this capital A. This will return a match if the specific character are at beginning of the string. For example, we have this string which is this one. The rain is Spain. Okay, so here we are searching for, we are checking if your character or whatever we are searching for, if it is starting from the, and it is, which is you can see the rain is Spain. Okay, then again we have this small b, capital B. So it is not necessary to memorize all these. You can just keep this file, and whenever you want to use regex, you can go through this file. Okay. Also, regex is mainly used in the NLP. If you are in the data science or in the AI domain, then you will see you will going to use the natural language processing. then there you will going to use this NLP. Sorry, this regex in the NLP, mainly in the NLP. Okay, so one second. Yeah, so if you want to go in the AI, then regex is very important. Okay, then we have set descriptions where you can now you can here you can search the combination of characters. For example, here I am searching between A and N, and here I am searching except A or N. Okay, and then here we have this 0 to 9 if you are searching for numbers. And then if you are searching for this specific digits, then you can use square bracket and mention your digits. Then again, here you can mention your 0 to 5 digit and 0 to 9. And then A to Z means we are searching for uppercase as well as lowercase characters. And then if you want to combine your pattern, then you can use this pipeline here. Okay. Again, apart from this set description, this special sequences, we have this one feature, which is match object. Okay. So we will see how we can use this match. This will return you a tuple. Span will return you a tuple of your index value. For example, you are finding this letter, which is, let's say, apple. So this will return you the starting of apple, the index number of this apple, which is A0, last E index number, which is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 0 to 6 here. So this will return a tuple of index number. Then this will return the actual string you are searching for. For example, here I'm searching for apple, so this will return apple only. Okay, and then here we have group. Now group will return a particular word from an entire sentence. For example, here we have this apple is red. So this string will return the entire string, apple is red. But group will return only a one word, which is apple only, which we are searching for. Okay, so that is like a difference in span, string, and group. And then last, we have these flags here. Okay, these are not important, but you can just go through. If you want to ignore any case, you can use ignore case. If you want to use multi-line, you can use multi-line. If you want to use dot, you like dot, or like if you want to like find everything within, if that is in the multi-lines, then you can use dot all. Okay, and so on. Verbose for extra information, local, etc. For debugging, and for any encoding, you can use ASCII and so on. So this is not important, but what is important is these meta characters, these functions, which you will use every time, and then these special sequences, set description, and then your match objects, which is this one. Okay, now how to use regex? Let's see some example. So here we will going to import just regex. Okay, and here we can use test equal. Let's say I want to use the rain in Spain. Now let's say I want to search anything. So here I can use print, or let's create another variable before printing. Let's say re, which is regex. Now here you are calling this re module. So basically in our Python, we have a separate file named re.py, which is regex.py. So first you have to mention your module name, which is re, and what kind of function you are accessing, which is search here. Search. Now what you are searching for. Let's say I want to search first starting character the. Secondly, everything. I am taking everything, and then this one, which is for more than one occurrence. Like this will show you 0 or more occurrence. And then here I'm searching for Spain. Okay, now again, these are all case sensitive. And then ending here. And then where are we searching? In the test. So this is our starting. Okay, your starting means I am checking if my line or whatever I am searching for, if it is starting from the or not. Second, this dot. Dot means take everything which is inside, starting from the, which means this dot will take everything here. This rain in even spaces. Okay, then is this sign here. Now this sign is mainly for checking if this Spain is there in your like in your sentence or not. Okay, so here we are checking if even we are telling the Python to search for 0 or more occurrence. Means 0 or more occurrence means if it is occurring or not. Just keep on, we can say keep on running the code. Okay, if I use here, let me show you this one. Okay, this is was zero or more occurrence. Means I am searching for this O here. Now you can check how many times it is occurring. So you can mention everything if it is occurring zero times or more than zero times. Let's say if this O is not occurring anywhere in your string, so this line will not throw an error because here we are searching for zero. If it is zero, then it is okay. If it is more than zero, then it is okay. But if you are using plus here, then if your O is not there in your string, then this will throw an error because we are searching for one at least one O. Okay. And here we have in a string we have no O. So this will throw an error. So that is why we are using this sign, asterisk sign, which is we are checking for at least like zero. If it is zero, then it is okay. Or if it is more than zero, then it is also okay. Okay. So this is how we are checking for Spain. And then this ending line here, okay, which is this one, ends with Spain. So we are searching for a string which starts from the, take everything with it, and then ends with Spain. And then we can simply print this X. So this is a bit complicated. And here you can see. Now here you have this starting position, 0. 0 is this one, your T value of 0, because here we are starting from the. Okay. Then your end value is Spain. So this N is 17 on index number 17. And then your match is the rain is Spain. Okay, you can also use here x dot start. Okay, so this will print your index value only from where it is starting. Okay, and x will return a object. So it is returning an object here. Okay, now if you want to use regex or if you want to learn this regex in deep, then what you can do, you have this platform here, which is regex 101. This platform. So this platform is like a very wonderful platform. You can mention your test here, your pattern here, and then this even you can take help from this quick references or this characters here. For example, my test is the rain in Spain. And here you can also notice we are mentioning spaces also. Here we have the space. Okay. Now again, now what we can do, we want to search. We can put, now this is my pattern. So I will copy this pattern from here and I can paste here, my pattern here. Okay, now you can see we have this match information, which is the rain in Spain. Okay, this one. And here now you can notice it is showing each and every character of regex. Like what is the use of this sign here? Then secondly, what is the use of this dot here? What is the use of this asterisk here? What is the use of this dollar here? So it is also providing the explanation. So if you are a bit confused, then you can also use regex 101. Okay, let me share the URL. So it is also like a platform where you can go learn your regex. Okay. Any doubt up to here? Any questions? Now we can use these functions, which is here we have this find all, search, split, and sub. Like how to use it? So basically, let me comment it. So again, here we have the same string, which is the rain in Spain. Now here we can use x dot. Now what we are searching, let's say the dot find all. Now here we are finding. And now what you are finding, let's say I'm finding AI here. Okay. And from where you are finding? From TST. Okay, simple. What you are finding, your piece of string or your character, and from where you are finding. I'm finding from this particular variable. If you have your file, like if you are finding from a file from a PDF, then you can open your PDF, store in a variable, and then you can mention your variable name here. And then you can simply print your X. So here with this AI. Now AI is coming two times. First time AI, which is in rain and speed. Okay, so find all will show you how many occurrences are there of this particular character or you are searching for in a form of list. Then we have search here. So instead of find, we can use search. Now what we are searching, let's say we are searching for the empty space, like for the space. Okay, now where is space? This is a space here, THE, and then here we have space, and then we have rain here. So this is a space here. So search will provide you index number from where you are starting the space, which is, what is the index number of space here? Index number of space is 3 here, because T is 0, H is 1, E is second, and the space is 3 here. So if I run this, you can notice 3 here. Second, TST. Sorry, we are returning the object. Here we have to use start. Start for just printing your index value. Okay, 3. And also you can print the entire match object with the help of X only. So X will show you the entire object. Okay, like your entire span here. Okay, which is it is starting from 3. Means your space is starting from 3 and ending at 4, which is of course up to here. Okay, because your next index is 4 here. So that is why here we have this 3. And also the match of that character, which is space. You can see. So X simply will return a match object. Okay. And when you use X dot start, this will return the index value from where your character you are searching for is starting. Okay, which is 3. My space is starting from 3 here. Okay. And if you want to check this slash S, then here you can check here, which is returns a match where the string contains a white space, which is your space. Then here we have capital S, which is does not. Okay, you can see. Then after search, we have split. Now how to use split? Again, we can just replace split here. Now split will split your entire string into a group of strings in a form of list. Okay, if I print, now here I'm splitting on the basis of space. Okay, which means first we have this the here. After the, we have this space here. So this is first split. Second split is this rain. And third split is this in, because after in again we have space. And then fourth split is Spain here. Okay. So split is like splitting your character, your string into multiple parts. Okay. Even you can mention like how many times you want to split. Let's say one split. So this will split THE, first split, and then rest in one portion. If I run this, you can see THE is a first split and rest in one portion. If you mention 2 here, so 2 means first is it will split the, then rain, and then in Spain is like in same portion. Okay, we have the here, first split, second split is rain here, and third split is in Spain. Okay, which is not even a split. We are just putting all together in a one portion. So you can also mention how many times you want to split. Okay. Then we have replace. If you want to replace anything, let's say here you can use sub. Let's say I want to replace this space with any number. Okay, so you can mention here first where you want to split. Sorry, where you want to like what you want to replace. I want to replace space here. Then from which character you want to replace. Let's say I want to replace the space with underscore. Let's say. Okay, and then from where you want to replace. I want to replace this particular string. So now you will notice the underscore rain underscore in and so on. Okay, now here we have replaced your space with underscore. The underscore rain underscore in underscore Spain. Same as you can also mention how many times you want to replace. Let's say I want to replace 2 times, like first 2 occurrence, which is this occurrence and this occurrence. So here you can see the rain up to here, and rest is same. Is it clear? Any questions? I know this is like a bit confusing, but you will get it when you try it by yourself. Any questions? Okay, so this is how we can use these 4 functions. Then we can use these 4 match objects, which is we have space, strings, and group. So again, so let's take another example here. Let's say we have the same string here. Now let's say here we are searching for re dot search. Okay, now let's say I'm searching for uh let's say here we can use BS. 'S. 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 Okay, now what is this B here? You can check it from here. So B is returns a match where the specified character are at beginning or at end of the word. So here we are searching for this S keyword here. Okay, this S keyword, either it can be in the beginning or at end, which is here. So here we are using S. W is for take every character except new line. Okay, W means returns every character except new line. Okay, you can see returns a match where the string contains any word characters like your A to Z, your digit, your underscore, etc. So here we are using W here. Then plus means we are taking more than one occurrence, one or more than one occurrence. Okay, now then here we can use print x dot spell. Okay, now span will return the tuple of your this like this part, which is starting of S and ending of N here. You can see tuple, it is a tuple here. 12 is your index number of your S from where it is starting, and N is your ending part, which is N is 70 is like index number of N here. So here we are searching for the span. Span will return your, it will return a tuple of index number of your findings or of whatever you are searching for. Okay, this is span. Then with string here, if I use print x dot string, okay, again, now string, we can check out. So this will return your entire string. Okay, from where your pattern is uh, match. Okay, so here we can run this program. Okay, we have this error. I think you have to provide, sorry, to don't need to mention this parenthesis. So string will provide you return entire sentence or whatever you are searching for with the matching word. Okay, or matching pattern. Then here we have print x dot group. So this will return only the match part. Okay, means only Spain here. Okay, now so basically these meta characters or these special sequences, these you can use for finding a particular pattern. Okay, you can create your own pattern and you can find your match. Then secondly, what kind of operation you want to perform or what you are exactly finding, that you can use. In that case, you can use span for the index number. If you are looking for the index number, for the string, for the entire line, then you can use string. For the group, for you, if you are looking for only that match part. Okay. So here you can see the difference in three. Then we can also use flex from here. Okay, here with this flex. Okay, for example, we can use, let me comment. So now let's take another example. Let's say we have this string underscore one. Let's see, we can use Python is a programming language. Okay, now here we can use ignore all, like ignore case. For example, here you can use pattern, which we are searching for equal. Let's say we are searching for everything which is in lower case, which is A to Z. Okay, and plus include all. Secondly, we can use print v dot find all, and then here we can make, put pattern, comma, from where we are searching for str underscore one. Okay, now this will print up to here. Python, which is it will ignore P here because P is in capital letter, is in uppercase. Okay, now you can see we have this Python here, which is without P. Python without P is a programming language because rest are in lowercase. But this P is in uppercase, so this will ignore this uppercase. But if you are mentioning A to Z here, like this one, Now in this case, you are mentioning your character, like your lowercase and your uppercase both. So this will print Python is a programming language. Even you can mention number here like 00 like this. So this will ignore numbers and it will print. Now you can see we have mentioned 00. So this will ignore Python 00 and rest is printed. But if you are mentioning 0 to 9 even here, so this will also include numbers. Okay, for example, here you can mention numbers here, you can mention uppercase or lowercase here, etc. Okay, so this is how we can use ignore all. Same as we have this multi-line here. For example, we can sort. Let's say we have this multi-line string here, like this one. Okay, now here you can use, let's say, I can mention again a pattern equal. So now we want from starting, okay, which this character, and then include everything except new line and plus. Okay, so here I'm saying include everything from starting, but except new line. This W means you have to include everything, like each and every character except your new line. And here you can see we have this new line here because this language is coming in new line. So if I print, let's say V again, but find all. Like here we can provide pattern, comma, your string underscore one. Okay. So you can see we have this Python only. No. Okay. I think we have to check this. Okay, okay. You can see it is not taking space as well. Okay, not taking space as well. So space is also ignored by this pattern. Okay. So that is why we have only Python here, not even space. So you can see Python. So this will also ignore your space. Okay. In place of this pattern, if you want to mention everything in this string, then you can simply use dot here. Dot plus, which is take everything with you. If I run this, you will see we have this Python is a programming and then language. Okay, so this dot will take everything, including your spaces and your new line. Okay. So any questions up to here? Main thing is here is we have meta characters for matching your patterns, special sequences if you want to find, and then these regex functions, and then these are for finding combination of characters, okay, in your file. And rest we have these match objects which are important. Okay, and otherwise if you have any confusion, then you can use this application also, this website. Okay, here you can put a pattern you want to search for, and then this will provide you output as well as explanation of what you are searching or what is the meaning of your pattern. Okay, and here you can take help. Like here we have the single character ABC. For group of characters, we can use A to Z and so on. Okay, here we have lots of patterns here. Okay, rest you can also see documentation of rejects. Any questions up to here? Any doubts? So we have completed the entire Python core. If you want to check the Python syllabus, you can check it by yourself. Now, if you have any doubt, any questions after this session, then what you can do, you can ping me on the WhatsApp group. Okay. If you have any questions, then I will arrange a doubt session for you all. Then there we can solve your doubts. Okay, so if there's any doubt, any queries, then you can ping me on WhatsApp. Okay, basically in your WhatsApp group. And rest, I will share the material, whatever we have used in the class. document. Yeah, I will share some questions, okay, on each and every modules, and also these notes file so that you can practice. Okay, that I will share on the group only. So any questions? Anyone? Okay, so please practice on these questions because practice is important. Practice on the Python questions I will provide it, and also keep on researching. Okay, just try to implement your this Python in your regular operations. Yeah, for the Python advanced, you can contact that Jitin sir in the group. Okay, they will provide you the link and everything for the Python advanced. Okay, so basically in the Python advanced, we will cover the very important Python libraries, all the advanced one, like Python libraries for networking, libraries for cybersecurity, libraries for GUI platform, libraries for creating applications, and also the advanced OOPS concept, which is remaining. Okay, that we will cover in the Python advanced. So totally in the Python advanced, we will cover libraries only, libraries and the packages and OOPS concept. Also some decorators or generators. Any other questions? Okay, so I'm wrapping the session. If you have any doubt, so ping me on WhatsApp. Okay, basically in the group. Then we will arrange a doubt session where you can like ask your doubts. Okay, and for the material, I will share it by tomorrow. Okay, thank you so much, guys, for attending the session. Thank you.